Hi there all, how are we doing? It's Isaac here from What's Going On Here Then, Sports Addict Even, and this is What's Going On Here Then, episode 16 or 15, where my amazing The Moment Football Was Saved Thogdad tea, love it. So yeah, we're going to get into it. So it's going from Monday the 28th to Sunday the 4th. So in the Euros, it was the start of the round of 16. Some really interesting games that I'm going to talk about that really surprised me. Some that obviously went by the script and then some that didn't. So Spain, comfortably, I say comfortably, they were the dominant side, but it went to extra time where they won 5-3. And then France was knocked out by Switzerland on penalties after Switzerland came from 3-1 down to 3-3 in like with the last kick virtually. Went through extra time, no more goals, and then Jan Sommer saved Mbappe's penalty. Very interesting. No one. If you put money on Switzerland winning, you're gonna be a very happy person who's won a lot of money. It would depend on how much you put on, obviously, as the odds were very much against Switzerland winning. So Spain and Switzerland advanced to the next round, and I think they played each other. But I'll get into that in a minute. On Tuesday, Sweden lost to Ukraine, and again at the last minute of the game, with Ukraine getting a good goal. It was a good goal in terms of the occasion. Last minute, managed to get the goal they needed, and then England beat Germany 2-0. Again against the run of play. Many people thought England were going to get waltzed over. They didn't. Very impressive performances from the likes of Harry Maguire. He's only his second game back, and he played really well. He played really well, I think. He put in a good performance. Luke Shaw played well. Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling both on the score sheet. Luke Shaw got the assist. Jack Grealish, I mean, everyone's been saying get Jack Grealish playing. As soon as he came on, within 5 minutes, we scored. Within 10 minutes, we were 2-0 up. I mean, it just shows how good of a player he is. I know one player doesn't affect the whole team, but he passed it to Shaw, who got the assist for the second goal, and he got the assist for the first one. So why is he not starting? And he didn't start against Ukraine, as I'll get onto in a minute, and he didn't play at all, to be honest. Nothing on Wednesday, nothing on Thursday, as we had the rest, obviously. And then Friday came the quarter-final stage. Switzerland once again managed to get it to penalties against Spain, but Spain were the victors. Again, Switzerland showing they can hold on for 120 minutes if needs be. And then, unfortunately, luck wasn't on their side. This time, Spain are probably better at penalties than France, I will give it to them. But, you know, to get to the quarter-final stages and beat France and play well in the group stage isn't heard of a lot, and for them to do that is testament to them. And then Belgium were knocked out by Italy, both big favourites, but obviously only one can go through. Italy the victors. Romelu Lukaku involved in a bit of controversy after, while he was 2-0 down, he went like that to Donnarumma after he scored a penalty. And then obviously Ciro Immobile pretended to be injured, but then as soon as they scored, he was up and running again as if nothing had happened. And then on Saturday was the other quarterfinal. So the Czech Republic were knocked out by Denmark. Denmark again on this fairy tale ride of a tournament. Everyone else in their group has now been knocked out. But no, when Eriksen went down injured the way he did, and I know Eriksen's not the only good player in the Denmark side, I thought that was it. And obviously they lost that game. They shouldn't have played that game when they did. They should have had at least a day off, or it should have been rescheduled. Playing 90 minutes after what happened just isn't doable, and I think it should have been postponed. But anyway, what happened. Then they lost their second game, but they managed to get the 3 points they needed to be one of the best placed third teams. I think they were second best placed or something. So yeah, they're now into the semi-finals after beating Czech Republic and beating so many good teams along the way. It's unheard of for a team to lose the first two games and get to a semi-final, but it happens. This is the magic of football. This is why I love football so much, and sports in general, because it's just unpredictability. Even in cricket, you look at a game a few years ago, there was a lad, England was something like 400 runs down, and the lad stayed in and got 300 of them runs. It's the unpredictableness. Rugby, England going on to win the Rugby World Cup. I imagine I don't watch much golf or darts, but it will happen. The underdogs will sometimes win. There'll be a minute where the absolute guy who's tipped to win the whole thing and waltz everyone will embarrass himself. That's why people love sports so much, because it's unpredictable, and unless you're a player, you have no control over what happens, and that's why people love it. And then obviously, sorry for that little rant, but we move. And then England beat Ukraine 4-0 to get into the semi-final. First time since 1966 England have kept 7 clean sheets in a row. This time in 66 they conceded in the semi-final and the final, because it was 4-2 obviously, but they conceded in the semis as well. If England could not concede against Denmark in the semi-final, that will be the first time that England have not conceded for the first 6 games of an international tournament. The first time they've not conceded in 8 games. It's nowhere near Italy's record of something like 31 games, but still it's pretty good going. And it's also the first time they've not conceded in their first 5 games of an opening of a European tournament. In the first 5 games they've not conceded, which is good, because in the first few games we weren't scoring, but at least we were defending, because Croatia, Czech Republic and Scotland aren't much of an attacking threat, but they still got forward and we defended well. So, and we still haven't conceded. We didn't concede against Germany. Maybe that was a bit lucky with Thomas Muller missing the golden opportunity, but that sometimes you just gotta have luck to swing your way. They've defended well against Ukraine on Saturday. There was Yaremchuk, I think it is, the number 9. He nearly got in, but Jordan Pickford got a good save on it. Against Germany, Jordan Pickford pulled off 3 or 4 amazing world-class saves that not many keepers can do. I seriously think we can go this whole tournament without conceding a goal until the final, which is when I think we'll concede 1, but win it 3-1. And I think it will be against Spain. That's what I think the final's going to be. I don't think Italy will get past Spain. And then yesterday, it was the Copa America quarter-final. I haven't really talked about this much because I don't follow it, but Argentina are through to the semi-finals. So for upcoming this week, in case you want to know, on Tuesday is the semi-final, Italy versus Spain at 8 p.m. Then on Wednesday it's England versus Denmark. On Thursday there's not much. Friday again not much. On Saturday is the Copa America bronze is right. So yeah, 4th and 3rd place to figure out who's in 4th and 3rd. That'll be at 1 a.m. and then on Sunday is the final of the Copa America at 1 a.m. and the Euros final at 8 between either Italy or Spain and England or Denmark. I think it will be Spain-England, and I think England will win it 3-1. So that is what's going on here then. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you later.